Hello everyone, welcome to the Corner Library on this Sunday the 14th of September. I'm, as always, filming this for you today to upload for you tomorrow for Monday the 15th of September. We have a couple of things that I really need to get through with you today. It's exciting because our book competition starts today. I just have two detective novels that I'd like to introduce you to if you're not already aware of them. And I want to show you something that I received from Mark this week, and then we'll get into our rules and questions for the book competition. Okay, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. Unfortunately, Mark and I were under the weather this week, but we still feel a little bit dull and a little tired, but we have recovered well. So that's good. The weather has been quite sunny the last few days as well, which I think helps you to sort of rally yourself and feel a bit better anyway. So that was good. So I hope you've had a wonderful week and you've done a little bit of reading. Unfortunately, because I was a little unwell, I didn't get much reading done this week. But that's okay because I knew that I needed to concentrate on the book competition. So let's get into it today. Ooh, it's so exciting. Now, apologies everyone, I have to use my spectacles. Okay, the first two that I have, I really do enjoy these two authors. This one you may not have heard a lot about. She's not that well known, and she really did only write 4 sort of murder mystery novels. This is Joan Coggan's Dancing with Death. She's written quite a few. This is the Lady Lupin mysteries, of which there are 4. This one deals with just after the Second World War, there is a house party, I guess, and there are a few personalities, a little bit of antagonism. It becomes a little strained. It begins really well, but then it becomes a little strained, and then things begin to happen. And a friend of Lady Lupin, who is at the house party, calls Lady Lupin in to unravel the mystery. Now, Lady Lupin is actually the wife of I think he's a curate or a rector, and she's rather scatterbrained. So for a detective, it's a really unusual character to have as a detective. I enjoy these purely because there is that difference. You know, she's not a Hercule Poirot or a Miss Marple or a Sherlock Holmes or an Inspector Maigret. She is really scatty. And look, I have heard some people say that in some novels, in some of the 4 novels that were written, she annoys them a little bit. I haven't found that. I have found her quite different and challenging in the way that she challenges the reader, because she is so scatterbrained and really not methodical in her processes. She makes you think about what is going on. So I really enjoy these. They're fun, witty, and I recommend them. Joan Coggan is now passed away. I think she passed away in the 1980s. She was born in the late 1800s, late 1890s, something like that. And she was these novels come out, or they were released actually written and released in the 1940s, and so were quite well known in the 1940s. Not so much now, but it's a shame because I think she's a really interesting, the character is really interesting, and I do like Joan's style of writing. So I recommend those. They're really good. There are others in the series. We will discuss those in future episodes, but I did enjoy this one, Dancing with Death. So that's that one. And an oldie but a goodie, many of you will know of this author. This is M.C. Beaton. This is Death of a Policeman. Now, M.C. Beaton, as most of you will know, this is a Hamish Macbeth novel. She was the writer for Hamish Macbeth and also Agatha Raisin, if any of you know of the detective Agatha Raisin. Unlike Hamish, Agatha Raisin is an amateur sleuth, whereas Hamish is a police officer. And I think this one from memory is the first in the series. Let me just see. Maybe it's not. I could be wrong. Let me see. No, I don't think this was. I thought it was, actually. Now, this is, I'll just let you know, this is a hardcover. I was lucky enough to come across a hardcover here in Australia by Grand Central Publishing. And this was first published in 1976, but this particular edition was 2014. Her name, M.C. Beaton, her name was originally Marion Gibbon, I think. Her maiden name was Chesney, and I think then she married a Gibbon. I think her name, if I have that incorrect, I'll let you know in the subtitles below. But I think she was, because M.C. Beaton is actually a pseudonym, but I'm fairly sure she was originally a Chesney, and then she married a Gibbon. So I think she was Marion Gibbon. Anyway, these are really good. If you saw the BBC production of the Hamish Macbeth series I think they were first developed in maybe the 1990s, and of course Agatha Raisin more recently in the early 2000s, I think, or mid 2000s, or teens, like 2013 or something like that. They're a really good series, and I do really enjoy both TV series, but I also enjoy the novels. They're witty, they're, that typical English lovely humour, the lovely settings of villages and so forth. I enjoy them. So I do recommend this one. Now, in the front of this, let me have a look. I think I just saw all of the novels. Yeah, okay. So there's probably about 30 or 40 novels in the Hamish Macbeth series. And from what I understand here, it begins with Death of Yesterday. That's the first one in the series. So I do recommend these ones. I think M.C. Beaton is a lovely, cosy crime writer. Okay. I wanted to show you, Mark and I this week celebrated an anniversary. It was quite a substantial anniversary. And I can't believe this, I was so excited. As you know, Mark is very interested in and is a collector of and enjoys Lego. And he bought me, I'm not sure if I still have it up there, I think I may have put it away under glass, but he bought me quite a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago now, the Jane Austen Lego set that I put together and I showed you on the channel. This one is Sherlock Holmes, and it is a book nook. So I'll just show you the front of it there. I hope you can all see it. And then I turn it over here, and it's actually a book nook. So you can put it, you fold it up, you make this, put it all together, and then it folds up to turn into a street, which I'm hoping it will show you there. It turns into a street, and the 221 Baker Street, the 221B Baker Street, then the, where did I see it? Let me see. No, not there. Where did I see it, everyone? Oh gosh. Anyway, this bit here opens up, and this is Sherlock Holmes, his apartment, and it opens up, and where did I see it? Let me have a look. Oh, just here in this little picture here. We open up the window, and it shows you inside Sherlock Holmes' apartment, which has the mantelpiece and the little clock and his violin and so forth. So I'm going to have lots of fun. There is 1,359 pieces in that. So I've invited Mark to make it with me because it was for our anniversary. So it's much more fun when you do these things together, although there may be arguments as to who builds what. But there is even a bookshop here, everyone. So I was very excited to get that, and I thanked Mark very much. Actually, the other thing I wanted to show you too, when you fold when you fold this street together to make the feel, to give the feel of the actual street with the homes on either side, it has these end pieces, so you slide that in between your books, but it has these wonderful end pieces with sort of lattice work and then the silhouette of Sherlock Holmes. So I'm really excited about that, everyone, and when we finish it, when we put it all together and we complete it, I'll show you. I may even film the process of us putting it together. And the other thing I wanted to show you is the figurines. So we have Moriarty, Sherlock Holmes. We have a paperboy there who usually featured in some of the novels, and Watson. And I think this could be Watson's wife, or is that actually? I think that's one of the other nemesis of Sherlock Holmes. I'm not quite sure who she is actually, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, let's get on to this book competition. This is really exciting. I'm excited for all of you. Now, the rules are this. You must be subscribed. Please subscribe to the channel so that you can enter the competition. That's the first thing. The second thing is, you're going to have 2 weeks from today, which is Monday for you, Monday the 15th of September, and then I think it goes through to the 23rd is the date. But 2 weeks from Monday the 15th of September, you have 2 weeks in which to submit your entries. You may enter as many times as you wish, but you must enter using different subscriptions. So you can enter 20 times and you can use your friends' subscriptions to the channel, but it must be from a different subscription. That's the first thing. Now, there will be 2 winners, one in the Northern Hemisphere, one in the Southern Hemisphere. And from what I understand, in the US now, the rest of the world has started to relax the postal parcels being posted to the US, but I'm not going to risk that for your benefit. For those of you who are in the US, I don't want you incurring any form of tax at all. So just as in the rest of the world, wherever you are, we will organise a local bookshop to you to supply the book of your genre choice. Throughout this process, I'll let you know, you must let us know your favourite genre, and then we will choose the book that you win. So there are 2 winners, one in the Northern Hemisphere, one in the Southern Hemisphere. The genre will be of your choice, but the book title will be our choice. Right, what else do I have to say? Oh yes, when you enter, there is a bit of a point system. So you will receive a point if you make a comment on this particular episode of the competition, of the channel. So Monday the 15th, if you make a comment below, that adds to the process of you on your way to winning the competition. You don't have to do it, but it's just an added extra if you do. The other thing is, when you enter, you must enter through our email. That is ostbooktravels@yahoo.com. I will put that in the subtitles below. All of the questions must be answered. The closest correct answers, of course, we will tally up, along with all of these other things that we require you to do, such as being subscribed to the channel and commenting. All of those will tally up, and then we'll work out who the winner is. When you email with your answers, we ask this of you. Please give your name. It doesn't have to be your full name at this stage. It can just be Cheryl, that's Susan, John, Frank, it doesn't matter. Just your first name so that we know who we are communicating with, as well as the subscription that you have where you have subscribed through our channel with. So if you've used, I know some people who are subscribed to YouTube, when you subscribe to our channel, it actually comes up in your sort of like your YouTube name. So you don't necessarily use your actual name, if that makes sense. It will to those of you who have actually subscribed to the YouTube, and then when you subscribe to other people, it may be that you say, my YouTube channel name is Lego One, and that's when you subscribe, it comes up that Lego One has subscribed to my channel. But your name may be Frank, or it may be Bert, or it may be Susan or Anne, so you must give me your real name, just your first name, then your subscription name. So whatever that is, it could be 12345XYZ, or Lego One, or whatever it is, to let me know that subscription, and so that I can then tally that against the people who have subscribed to the channel. Then your answers, where you are in the world, so whether it's Germany in the northern hemisphere, New Zealand in the southern hemisphere, definitely give me the country you're from and the hemisphere that you're in. Answering the questions and the genre, that's right, the genre of book that you are interested in. Now, if for some reason which wouldn't be unusual with me, that I haven't made that clear, I will put the details at the end of this video. I will write up the requirements for entry. The other thing is, if that still doesn't make sense, please do feel free to ask questions. If something that I've said here does not make sense, by all means ask questions, and I am going to be right onto it. From now, for the next 2 weeks, I will be dedicated to responding to the emails on the channel so that none of you miss out. You may enter as many times as you wish. And now let's get into it, everyone. Get your pens and papers ready. So, the first question. This pertains to the episode on the channel titled, Will This Work? And in that episode, you will find the answer to this question. Question 1. Name the book and the author on the shelf in line with my left shoulder that is facing the camera. Question 2. In the episode titled Funeral Parlours, etc., the novel I Died at Fellow Hall by Bonnie Burke Patel, how do I claim to have come across this novel? Question 3. The episode titled Double Trouble and the rest of the title, which book in this episode did I recommend to read in conjunction with other novels? Question 4. The episode titled Excitement at the Corner Library HQ, which are the two novels and the authors on the shelf facing the camera? Question 5. In the episode titled Lemon's Murder, etc., which is the hardcover fiction I recommend? And which is the paperback novel where the author identifies with two heritages? Question 6. The episode titled Beach Hut and Railway Murders, which is the first novel and author presented in this episode? Question 7. In the episode titled Sunshine on My Shoulder, who from the Corner Library HQ assists me in presenting this episode? Question 8. The episode titled 17th Century Italy, and the rest of the title, which is the novel set in 17th century Italy, and who is the publisher? And the last question, which is just an overall question, question number 9, as of the 10th of September, how many episodes did the Corner Library have on the channel? Now, everyone, if you didn't get any of those questions, remember you can stop your television, or you can stop your computer and rewind for those questions. But if you have any questions pertaining to the book competition, or those questions at all, if they are not clear, by all means, please make a comment in the comment section below so that everyone may view that question, just in case they have the same question, and then they can see my answer also. Good luck, everyone. You have 2 weeks. You may enter as many times as you like, so long as it is from a separate subscription or a separate digital appliance. And do let me know in your entry your name and the name of the YouTube subscription that you have used in order to subscribe to the Corner Library. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you all enjoy this competition. It's just for a bit of fun, and it can also then, perhaps if you haven't seen those episodes before, it can then bring to your attention the novels that I have mentioned in those episodes. Okay, everyone, I'm going to go. I think that's enough for today. I think that may be overwhelming, and it's a lovely day, so Mark and I intend to take the boys for a really long walk. Of course, after this competition in a few weeks, I will name the winner on the channel, and then I will organise with those two winners the organising of and the purchasing of the books. And then after that, of course, we have some interesting or exciting news to present to you all. So, yeah, I think that's it, everyone. Don't forget that Joan Coggan, I do recommend this. I think it's a different type of investigative novel in mystery or murder mystery. That's Dancing with Death. And, of course, the wonderful MC Beaton, Death of a Policeman. This is the Hamish Macbeth series. But, of course, she also wrote the Agatha Raisin, which I also enjoy. I hope you all have a wonderful week, wherever you are in the world. Just remember 3 things that we all need to be grateful for, no matter what sort of week we are having or what sort of day we are having. We need to be grateful for the roof over our head, the food that we eat, the drink that we have, the loved ones that we have around us, the animals that we have that make our life complete, the gardens that we can walk in or that we can maintain. Whatever it is, the books that we read, the books that we are able to borrow from a library or from friends or family, whatever it is, there are always at least 3 things that we can be grateful for. Okay, everyone, I'm going to leave you now. Take care, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye for now.